The video you are about to see now can trigger you as a human, so viewer discretion is advised. What you just saw now is a result of what we call boiling liquid expanding vapor explosion, and it's a very critical situation that occurs when a particular liquid fuel is boiling at high temperature. The cause of the fire can be from any source. When you see a situation like this, what are the emergency measures that you should put in place? When you come across this situation called boiling liquid expanding vapor explosion, from the words, from the phrases that you can observe there, boiling liquid, it means that the particular fuel, which is liquid, present inside the tanker, it can be petrol, it's boiling at a very high temperature, and based on what we have been taught, there's always a change in form from liquid state to vapor state when there's an increase in temperature to a particular temperature. So when that particular fuel gets to that temperature, it starts to form to gas. At that point, the gaseous form is also boiling because they are still in the steam containment. So the boiling liquid means that the liquid is still boiling, there is increase in temperature, and the vapor is expanding. And from what we have been taught in science class, physics and chemistry, when there is an increase in temperature, what happens? There's always an increase in pressure. So there is an accumulation of pressure. The fire keeps burning, the liquid keeps boiling, and the gas, the gaseous form, keeps expanding. And once this continues, there is definitely going to be an accumulation of pressure because the volume is still the same. So the gas is trying to find a way out of the containment. So there is an accumulation of pressure. At that point in time where you still see the fire, there is a whole lot happening. Millions amount of molecules of these gases are expanding per second, and they are trying to find a way out. So you might be seeing that it's just ordinary fire, but is a disaster waiting to happen. So at a point, the structure, that is the metallic structure of this container, of this tanker, is also being affected to give way. So as the fire is burning, the metallic structure is weakening, and one of those things that makes it weak is because of the heat that comes from the boiling of the fuel and from the expanding of the gas. So what should you do as an individual? That situation is a very critical situation, and once you see that happening, the first thing is to evacuate the area. Based on what you see in that video, it's already at a critical stage. You need to evacuate the area and advise people that this is not just an ordinary fire. When we don't leave this place, this is going to cause a great disaster, and it's better to be as far as minimum of 100 meters in radius across the whole sides of this particular tanker. 100 meters away, at least 100 meters away, find a clear distance. Now for the fire response team, it is not enough for you as an emergency response team addressing issue of fire to just go into a particular fire situation and start to extinguish fire without knowing the content of the fire. So now when they understand that this is what we call BLEVE, they should know that they are not supposed to be close even in the first place. At that particular stage, it is advisable to also create a very clear distance. If it's at the early stage where it can still be addressed, beautiful. But when it's get to that stage as seen in the video, keep a clear distance, because the explosion doesn't know who is the fire service person or not. It's going to cause danger, injury, death to everyone. So ensure you keep a clear distance when you're trying to extinguish the fire. The working principle behind applying water is because the heat from inside is weakening the metallic surface, it's weakening the container. So applying water, you will help to reduce the temperature. It can completely help us to bring that fire down. It can completely help us to reduce the heat down, where we can now easily take off the fire. But at that particular point in time, the best thing is to stay clear, ensure that people are not close, create the exclusion zone, educate people not to go around, because you don't know the second when the explosion is going to happen. So BLEVE is not something that is to be joked with. It happens with fuel tankers, it happens in process facilities, and it can happen at any point in time. Always remember to stay safe. Not everything is supposed to be seen lightly. Once you see that situation around your vicinity, please stay clear. Have you ever experienced something like this before? How do you address it? What is the experience like? Let us hear in the comment section. See you on another episode of Enlightenment Session with Waliullah. Remember to like, remember to share, remember to subscribe, to share the knowledge, to learn, to unlearn, to relearn, and also to create the awareness to the community at large. See you in the next video.